Hello everybody, my name is Morgan Butterbrett and I'm doing my master's thesis project proposal on elementary school teachers fostering a life skills curriculum. The area of focus is life skills curriculum specifically for elementary school students in public schools in California. The significance of this study is that it will add to the body of research that we already have life skills that are currently being used in 4 other domains. We see them in private schools, high schools, physical education, and special education. If we're already using life skills in all of these that have curriculum and resources and programs, why can't we use those for elementary school students as well? This study will be useful to elementary age students and their parents, elementary teachers, and school administrators because it benefits everybody when students have the skills that they need to deal and cope with the daily demands of life. My research question is, to what extent can elementary school teachers foster development of a life skills curriculum? For my literature review, I chose a few quotes. The first one is, according to Family Education, life skills should be taught starting at ages 2 to 3 to teach your child to be independent, socialized, to feel empowered, and to develop a healthy self-esteem. And the reason I chose that quote was because I think it's important to know just how early these researchers think that life skills should be taught at 2 and 3 years old. So definitely by the time they get to elementary school and kindergarten when they're 5, they should be working on these life skills. They shouldn't be waiting till high school or even after high school to start working on skills that they need to get through life. Life skill education is an accepted tool of intervention in enhancing skills to cope with the daily demands of life. So that's adding on to what I just said. Life skills are the competencies we all need to succeed in life, that we all need. Without them, young people are dramatically more susceptible to bullying, violence, substance abuse, dropping out of school, financial problems, and unemployment. And this comes from a program called Overcoming Obstacles, which is a free online resource for life skills curriculum for anybody to use. And it starts at the kindergarten age all the way up until high school, until senior year. And it's a great resource with free lesson plans and assessment tools, all these wonderful things that we can use for free. But yet, like I said, we still haven't adopted an elementary life skills curriculum in California. And this is a great resource to use, Overcoming Obstacles. Some research I have found on this is the Teaching Personal and Social Responsibility model. It's called the TPSR model, and I have read numerous articles on this. The TPSR model is mostly taught in physical education. We see it a lot with sports. And with sports, we know that that can transfer to a lot of other, the things we learn in sports can transfer to a lot of other domains in our life. Like the ability to perform under pressure, solve problems, meet deadlines and challenges, set goals, communicate, handle success and failures, working within a team or a system, receiving feedback and being able to benefit from that feedback. Researchers are now wanting to use this TPSR model. They want to transfer it from physical education and sports to the classroom. One thing I want to add on is that it's interesting to me that the California curriculum has curriculum for visual and performing arts like dance, media, music, theater, career technical education, computer science, and health. But yet with the rise in mental health in adolescents and children, we still haven't found a way to manage that. And a way that we could is through a life skills curriculum. Other research that I want to add on is the career and life planning curriculum that I found that they do in Maine. And this is a 4-year program from freshman to senior year. This school district in Maine focuses on, they realize that education is a lifelong process that prepares individuals to adapt and make decisions in this fast-paced world that we're living in. So it helps them do things like college applications, job applications, college site visits, job site visits, budgeting, citizenship, job interviews, time management, all of these wonderful things that students have to do after after high school anyway. They just prepare them for it in high school. And it's a wonderful program. The last one is social skills and daily living skills in a research study by Mannix. And we see a lot of social and daily living skills currently in special education curriculum. We're teaching students to deal with again, the daily demands of life. Their social skills in the classroom, their social skills outside of the classroom. It helps with classroom behaviors. Even for general education, it can. For general education students, it teaches them about good hygiene and household tasks. It even goes on to do things such as teaching them about taxes and other things at home that people need to know how to do. Laundry, dishes, countless other things that we all have to know how to do. If schools had an effective social skills program, I think teachers would spend less time dealing with student misbehavior and peer conflict in the classroom. You just need an effective program to follow, effective curriculum to help them deal with these things. Methodology. This is an action research project. I'm looking at completing my study at a school in the Lakeside Union School District, an elementary school that teaches K through 5. They have 30 teachers currently, 30 elementary school teachers, and it's a Title I school that serves low-income families. I plan on collecting data through a self-constructed Google Forms survey. So I will create this survey on Google Forms. I will distribute it through email to all of these teachers sometime in May, right before they go on summer break. And the survey will provide qualitative data, the open-ended questions, and quantitative data, the closed-ended questions. I'm basically looking for teachers' attitudes on the open-ended questions, their teacher attitudes on how they feel about a life skills curriculum. On the closed-ended questions, my quantitative data, I'm going to be looking at teacher demographics and, again, asking them questions like, do you think there should be a life skills curriculum? If so, how many hours per week should be dedicated to it? Do you feel responsible to teach them these things? Again, teacher attitudes, but in more of a quantitative approach. And then there will also be at the end a list of specific life skills for the teachers to select which grade they think is appropriate to teach that skill, or if they think it's appropriate to teach at all. I'm using inductive analysis. I kind of just talked about that. I'm going to be looking for recurring themes and patterns and connections in my qualitative data. I'm going to group together the data on a chart to show which life skills should be taught at which grade levels. I kind of just talked about that as well. Oops. Ethical considerations. Again, as always, I'm going to have informed consent sent through the email before they even open the link to the survey, asking for the teacher's consent for participation. And the other one is teacher confidentiality. When you do a Google Forms survey, when you create one, you have the option to select that all responses will be anonymous, and that's what I will select for this, so that so that there will be teacher confidentiality. Limitations of the study. It could be a small sample size. Again, there are 30 teachers from this elementary school, but the participation is voluntary, so I'm not expecting every single one to participate. If all 30 did, that would be great, but I am expecting less. The second thing is that it's a convenient sample. I chose this school because it's where I substitute teach at the last 2.5 years, and I already know the type of students that I'm dealing with, that they come from a low-income family. I think that this study could be conducted on randomly selected schools and school districts where I don't know the students. I'm not familiar with what could possibly be beneficial to them. I can see how life skills curriculum could be beneficial at this particular school, but I think this study would be a really good study to do at other schools and school districts where I don't know, and if they don't serve Title I students, that would be great too. And, whoops. Oh, that's my last slide. So thank you very much for listening.